What's up guys, Collector Joey here, back again with another unboxing, and today we will be unboxing the INART Superman from Batman vs Superman. I've been waiting for this figure for a while now, so I'm super excited to get this one open. I hope you guys are excited to get this thing open with me. Let me know what you think about this figure down there in the comment section below. Also, while you're down there, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get to the unboxing. And here we have it, the box for the INART Superman. I absolutely love INART's presentation. It always looks really good. This thing was saran wrapped all the way around. Looked awesome. Very satisfying taking off all the plastic. But let's talk about the box real quick. So first off, you will of course see the Superman symbol right here front and center in silver, and then kind of behind it we do have a Batman symbol right there as well, and then you can see behind the Superman symbol is Henry Cavill right there, and we also have some bats flying around down here. Really cool stuff. And then down here it does say Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice, and then you do have the INART logo right there as well. And then if you go on to the side, the Superman comes around the side right here, the logo, and then you do have the same thing right there with the Batman versus Superman logo going around the back. It does say right here, if you seek his monument, look around you. So that's something cool. The box has a really nice kind of grippy feel to it. It's very, very premium. Saying Batman versus Superman again. And you know how on Hot Toys we usually get the legal information and stuff on the back. On INART stuff, it's always on the bottom, so they use the full potential of all the sides of the box. But enough talking about the box, let's get into the figure. Let's get into it and let's open this thing up. Now INART usually does open from the side, so we're gonna open it this way, and what you're greeted with to the side right here is just, they could have used a lot of artwork right here, but you just have the BVS symbol right there and a piece of foam. We're gonna take this off and boom. So you are greeted with the guide, the operation guide, I guess. Something I won't ever, probably use or anything, but it's something you get with every INART figure. I'm not going to show it off or anything, but there's kind of the movie ticket that you get, and if you ever do get an INART thing, you'll get this packet. But you've probably seen it a million times, so we'll skip this. So of course, like we always do, I will take out the figure so we can take a quick glance at it before we look at the accessories. So what's interesting about the INART ones is that he doesn't have wrapping on, his legs or his arms. It's fully wrapped in this. Oh, he might have some right here. But man, this actually already to the touch feels super premium. I love it. And dang guys, that looks great, man. Wow. Beautiful. And I already love how this cape is feeling and how it's draping. I mean, look at that. But outstanding work. I could see all the detail right there. Beautiful, beautiful work by INART already. Look at the back. There's that zipper right there to hold on. Oh, these plastic pieces are already coming off, I guess. Let's see. Let me take them off. There we go. I'm loving it. That blue and that red just looks so good. But like I said, we're just taking a quick look at this. We'll get into it a little bit later, get some close-up shots, but let me show you some of the accessories it comes with. And here are the first accessories we're going to look at is the hands. These are nicely painted. I think they look really awesome. And this one right here is actually for the Batman cowl that you get as another accessory in the box. We'll look at that one a little bit later, but I'm going to just pick one of these to show you the paint application on them. Looks really good. The sculpt looks good as well. You can see the fingernails pretty good and all that. Usually with Hot Toys, they kind of, blend in a little bit, but with these hands, they look great. You can see the veins too, and it's just the same painted throughout all these. So wonderful job with the hands. The only thing I really didn't like is that you literally have to individually unwrap all the hands, which is just, I don't know, it's just not fun at all. Next up, we do have the, I guess you could say, Kryptonian spear. I think that's what it is. If I'm wrong, let me know. But here it is, and I like it. It looks really cool, but they really messed up on not giving us a light up function with this, because you can't really see on camera. It is a little bit more green in person, but you just can't tell. They tried to make it look like it's illuminating with this coloring of green down under it on the silver parts, but there's not even any weathering or anything like that. No dry brushing really. It doesn't look weathered, but it's cool though. It's a cool accessory to have, and you can always add a light whenever you're on Photoshop or something. But yeah, this is cool still though. So next thing we're gonna look at is this head sculpt right here. This is the angry head sculpt where he has the, you know, the ray vision going on here, and it looks good. I like it. It does have a rooted hair right here, but for some reason the rooted hair is kind of stuck to the scalp right there. I can't really get it to move. But this one also does have rolling eyeballs as well, as you can see like that. But the only thing they kind of missed on is having an LED function on this one as well. I know the Hot Toys one has it, but like I said, you can use Photoshop to lighten the eyes, and he'll still have that awesome face sculpt that looks like he's about to, you know, laser somebody or something like that. And the next accessory is this Batman cowl right here. This looks great. It is a little scrunched on the top because, like I said earlier, we do have this hand right here with the magnet, and all you do is just place it on top and it'll look like Superman is actually grabbing the mask, which looks really, really cool. Would I have him in this pose? I don't know yet. We'll see. But that's a pretty cool accessory. Next up, we do have the Polaroids right here. So these are the pictures that, you know, he showed of Martha getting kidnapped and everything like that. These are a little disturbing, but you know, you get them and they were part of the movie. They look pretty HD for, you know, for 6-scale accessories. Then next up, you do have the bullet that was basically the kryptonite smoke, where he caught it and it just puffed up and made him lose his powers for a little bit. So that's pretty cool, and I believe that there is a hand where you can hold this accessory too. Then you do get the kryptonite rock right here. I believe that's what it is. I forget, but it is more green in person. But like I said last time, I wish that there was a light up function so you could really see that green pop even on camera. But right here, it's just this. It has a little weight to it, but it's just basically a Jolly Rancher, it looks like. Now we do have this cape right here. I'm not sure. It's the wired cape, and it feels really, really nice. I'm not gonna lie. It feels awesome, and it feels like you're gonna get this thing in some amazing poses already just by holding it in my hand. Look, it's just right there. So we're gonna test this out later with some photography, but there's the wired cape. He did come with the drape cape on already. And last but not least, we do have the base here, which is a little underwhelming because it's nothing crazy. It's just a rock base. But I do like the front part of the Superman logo right there. Like I said, we'll get some closer shots of this a little bit later and better lighting. But just dry brushed rock. And then I believe you could take this part out right here, and this will reveal the part where you can put the flight pole on. Yep, there it is right there. So it's cool that you can hide it a little bit. The pole's right here. I'm not going to take it out yet. But man, I like it. I like it for a base, and also, of course, you guys know that this is a magnetic base, so he can stand without a flight pole, but it's one of those new ones where you can move the magnets around and everything. I don't think I'm going to be doing all that, but let's see what this looks like inside. Okay, well, I finally got it off. They did not make that easy at all, but here is where you can switch up where you want the magnets at, so you can move them from side to side and up and down. Wherever you think his feet will be placed there. I don't know why they can't just put a slab of magnet right there and you can put them anywhere, but there's the magnetic adjusters right there. So that's cool. This thing is a little bit, yeah, just a little bit underwhelming, but that's okay. It'll still look good with this figure. With that being said, let's get back to the figure itself. Back to the figure itself, Superman Henry Cavill in the flesh right here, looking amazing. Like I said earlier, so much detail went into this suit. I love the shininess of it, and if you do know, that shine is from the type of pattern that they put on this material where you can kind of see through it, and the body underneath is a metallic body, very reflective body. and you just see that shine through there. It looks amazing. And then you do have just such beautiful details throughout the Superman symbol right here. What I kind of noticed though with this cape is that there is this space right here that I don't really like. I don't know if it's not pushed in all the way or what it is, but there's that space in there. You can see it right there. I don't know if I'm gonna fix that throughout the video or not, or if it's even fixable. But I will change out the cape a little later. The boots are absolutely phenomenal. They look beautiful. Usually, sometimes, and you are kind of getting it right here. A little crease by the ankle part. It's not bad though, but you know it's there. Here's the soles, which look really good, or the bottom of the shoes look great. This drape cape, I'm telling y'all, is so amazing. I wish all Hot Toys, you know, Batman's came with a drape cape like this. That's beautiful. The zipper, you know, you got to unzip it so you can put the flight pole in there. I think it goes right there where you plug in the flight pole, and it'll look like he's flying without any of the crotch grabber. Look, you can see the body right there underneath it. It's that shiny metallic. But I want to show y'all some articulation with the figure, and then I'll show you the other head sculpt on here as well. But let's go through the articulation first. So first off, of course, you can move the head anywhere you want it to go, and then we will show how far it can go right there. Kicking it out that far forward, pretty good. The suit is so easily, you know, movable that this thing is going to have some really good articulation. I mean, look at that, guys. This is awesome. I love it. And then you do have that double bend elbow right there. Very, very good double bend. And then the legs, we will go out to about there. Awesome. And then forward, really good amount right there. Backwards, not too far backwards. I think it's probably hitting right here, so you can't fully go back. And then we do have a double bend knee right there. And then as we go to the ankles, they can move right and left, up and down, as always. But there was just some basic articulation. Now let's get the other head sculpt on here. Boom, now there is the other head sculpt. Man, this looks good, especially in a flight pose. I think this is where it shines. If you get it in a nice flight pose, maybe with the spear, or maybe with him holding his fists together. I don't know, whatever you like, but I'm really loving the Superman symbol. We're gonna get really close up here in a minute, but overall, I'm liking it so far. Like I always do with the reviews, we're about to get really up close and personal with this figure and tell you just some of the pros and cons and just my overall thoughts. So let's get to it. So here is Superman in a museum pose without any accessories, and I will say it looks very good, especially with that drape cape. But now time to get to some of the pros and cons that I have about this figure. So my first pro would have to be the suit material. I love how flexible it is, making it very easy to pose. Another thing I really like about the suit is the Superman symbol. It's very detailed with the patterns, and the contrast of the blue, yellow, and red look great. Another pro I have is the cape choices they made. The drape cape is amazing and falls down perfectly, keeping it real flush to the body, while the wired cape is super easy to get in some great poses in flight mode. Last pro is going to be the head sculpts. I know a lot of people were criticizing them not looking like Henry Cavill, but I disagree. I think they both look great, and the resting face sculpt, having those movable eyes, you can adjust them to get any different emotions out of this one head sculpt. Now that we have gone through some pros, time to get to the cons. First con would have to be the base. It's really just a square piece of rock with some dry brushing on it, which isn't bad, but the functions on the base are still not my favorite. Now we do have the adjustable magnets inside, but they still don't work the best because on top of the base you have this cover for the flight pole hole, and it's just a big piece of rock. And even when you push the magnets forward and try to stand up Superman, you know, that piece of plastic just gets in the way, and even without it, the magnets are still not that good. Next con is the lack of LED functions in the accessories and the head sculpt with the laser eyes. I feel like the green glow in some of the kryptonite would look amazing, and also LEDs inside the laser beam head sculpt would have been really cool. Last con I have is the hands. They are super hard to switch out. One reason it was difficult to put the hands on is because whenever you are trying to push down on the arm to get the wrist peg in, the suit slips on the body underneath and it just makes it impossible to get any grip. I literally had to bust out the heat gun to get the hands off and on the wrist peg. But with all that being said, I'll give this figure a 9.3 out of 10. Even though there was a few cons that did annoy me, that didn't take away from the beauty of this figure. The presence of this thing is amazing on the shelf. I can't wait to see what the armored Batman looks like next to this. Now, is this something I'd recommend to another collector? I'd say yes. Even if you are just a casual DC collector, I feel like this is a piece to add to the collection because, like I said earlier, the presence on the shelf is just insane. Anyways, let me know what you think about this figure down there in the comment section below. Also, while you're down there, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more 1/6 news and unboxings. It's been Collector Joey. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.